Hello everyone and welcome back. It has been a minute since we got a video out here, and things have changed on the farm as far as time of the year. It's actually the second week in November, so we literally have only thing we've done on the farm is mowed, and it looks like it needs mowed one more time, but this late in this year we're not. So we have cold temps, deer seasons are upon us, and it is time to get our soybeans out, which I'm really surprised. I was hoping to get them out before November here, but it just did not happen. So here we are in the second week. Now we're behind on corn, and that's okay though. With what we have for equipment, I think we'll be okay. So I got the 8410 out here, and we're pulling up to our first soybean field here, and I'm surprised we even got weeds coming back up. I sprayed them off, I'm pretty sure. I see there's some more over there, but yeah, soybeans are looking good. So we're gonna get at least one combine up here, and then we're gonna get a combine in the bigger field. I got a buddy that's gonna help out. So we're gonna use basically the gravity wagons for up here, because we're not really gonna have a whole lot far away from the farm, so we'll just use these out. So I'm gonna wait for my ride to pick me up and then head back down to the farm, and then we'll grab the other equipment. I want to make sure I shut this tractor off. A diesel at $5 a gallon, we don't need this tractor running. And I did add the strobe light onto the truck. I figured this time of year, with us running on the highway and then our trailers here, we're just gonna put that off. We'll take that off, but after this. But it's kind of nice to have it on for stuff like this, because people just no respect anymore, and we're gonna have to travel on highway here a few times. So I want to make sure that they're aware. So we're gonna come up here, and I got plenty of room here. Turn around so the combine, I can get it hooked up just like so. We'll leave it just like that, and I am actually going to disconnect and go back down to the farm. I got to ground the other header out to the other field so we can get the other guy going. He should be, I think, here within like an hour. It's right now, it's a little after 8 o'clock, so we're a little early, but we're going to get going right away, because like I said, we have plenty of corn to harvest, so we got to make sure that we're getting that off as well, because depending on the winter, it could be dangerous. Grab this other header here. Actually, both trucks will be are actually ready to go. Obviously, they've been ready to go since the last video. But we're going to end up putting them out in the fields out there. I'll use the gravity wagons by the farm, and then I'll use the semis out here. So, but yeah, all that corn's ready to go. It's basically, the moisture and everything's perfect. So as soon as we get this done here, we're gonna be full bore on corn. I might even have a neighbor that's willing to help harvest corn for a little bit of a price, which is fine. We're gonna knock this field out over here. I'm gonna send him over here first. He's gonna have to, because we got this big square field over here. So yeah, anyway, not a whole lot has changed besides just the weather, time of year on the farm. I mowed some grass, did some other things, some planning for next year, ordered seed, all that stuff like that. So it's the only thing that's really changed. We're gonna cut right across here. I was just thinking, we want to build like a little road here, because this does get wet. If we could raise that up, that'd be great. We can get right to our soybeans. Alright, so we've made it to the other field here. Now this is our bigger soybean field. It's the biggest one we got planted right now. And go through, it's fine. And then we have this smaller patch here. So we're gonna get that guy going on here, and then once I'm done over there, I'm gonna end up coming back this way, and obviously I'm gonna start harvesting with them here. So, because we want to get these out. Hopefully we can get soybeans out today. I'm not quite sure if we're gonna make it, But if we can get going by 9:30 and run, we can run probably to at least 10, 11 o'clock. I think we'll be able to get about 2 combines for sure. I'm gonna let you go. And then we have, obviously, we have to get some more soybeans across the road here. So, all right, I'm gonna head back to the farm, and we're gonna get the combines in place, and then we are going to start harvesting. All right, so we're up here opening up on our soybean field on top. Actually, we're pretty much done with this field already. So we are going to finish up here at this combine, and then we got that other, I think it's like 8 acres, I think, above up there that we turned into. So, yeah, everything's going pretty good. Beans are looking pretty clean for the most part. We did some adjustments on the combine, stuff like that, but for the most part, everything's looking pretty good. But these fields here don't take long when you got header like this. It really don't. So it's kind of nice to knock these out quick and then get back into helping out in the other field down there so we can get up on corn. Because right now, with it being the last week of November, we're hoping for a mild winter at the beginning, so we can get in there and get our corn out. I mean, obviously, if you get so much snow, stuff like that, we don't want to harvest with when it's snowing either, with the moisture of the corn and everything. It's just like if it's raining. So right now we're hoping. So, well, yeah, everything's going good. You did notice I did change the combine on this one here to the American flag. I had the bush light wrap on here. Well, now I did the flag on it, so I thought that was pretty cool. I always like to run an American flag on it, so. But yeah, let's go get that last little corner piece, and then we are gonna, I don't know, actually I should look. I think we can get the header up that way. No, we probably can't, because, yeah, so I'm gonna have to actually detach the header just to go to the other field, which is unfortunate, but I guess it's not that big of a deal, because it's pretty much just a quick, you know, you attach it there, then you attach your hoses and stuff, and it doesn't really take that long. Alright, got this field done. Let's shut off the header here, lower the combine, so let's see what we got. We didn't get quite a full hopper, but we are pretty close, honestly. Pretty good yield out of this field here, so kind of happy with that. Now, the thing that we're going to do behind our harvesting here, soybeans, I think we're going to go with a no-till, and we are just going to run the planter in it next year and put corn. Obviously, with the, we're going to save a little bit with having soybeans in here, basically help fertilize the ground. And I am going to unload this quick. I just want to see how full we can get these gravity wagons here. I forgot how much they actually hold. So next year we'll come in here and it's a no-till, so I'll just basically come with the planter and plant right into this. I'm going to pick up all these rocks and stuff like that. But so yeah, that'll be nice to have that. And then the corn, obviously we're going to add anhydrous with the corn. Alright, we made it back over here. Didn't have to disconnect the header. We did fit, which is awesome. Saved us a little bit of time. But we're rolling on there. So I just contacted our other guy down there working on that flat soybean field, and he's moving along pretty good. He's got the chaser bin, I guess you could call it, or the auger wagon there. 2,100 bushel he's already filled up worth of soybeans, so that's actually producing some good soybeans down there. We're doing pretty good here. We should be able to fill these gravity wagons at least with this field here. I got that other one half full right now, so should be able to get that pretty close to. I mean, I would think so. But yeah, now we're coming down here. Man, it just seems dark right now. It's what, it's almost it's 3 o'clock right now. Not even that late, but it's just hard to see. And it's nice having on the header there, the tips on the end, they light up so you can kind of see where you're at. I can't get too close though because the trees, so I gotta miss a little bit of sweet light just like that. That's why I didn't plant that. Yeah. Well, here, turned around. Then we're gonna go around. We'll just basically do the end rows here. Kind of nice that it doesn't really matter where you come in at with the soybeans as far as the header. A lot different with corn, so I always like to having that with beans. You just go in here and you start harvesting, you know. Makes it pretty easy. So obviously when we planted this field, these leaves weren't on the tree like this, so that's twice now I've hit something. Get around that. We're gonna have to do some tree trimming here for sure. I want to push these back because, I mean, honestly, they're probably causing more of an issue, especially with the roots in the ground. They're coming out to the field. And this will be corn next year because we always do that rotation. So once we have beans, we swap it over to corn. So yeah, like I said, we'll have corn on here next year. The only thing is with our big cornfield that we got, that's like 300 acres, we'll end up putting corn in that again. Because corn is our main crop. I mean, obviously we're a soybean and corn farm here, but we're specializing in corn. So, and we're just going off the area's market. But next year we'll probably have that big field with corn again, and then we'll have the littler fields, the ones that are in corn now, will probably be switched over to beans. That's just going to help our fertilization there. And saves us cost in reality. But yeah, so I ordered seed. That was one thing I did off season. I should have made a separate video for that. And I can tell you right now, if you know, basically you're borrowing a lot of money to get your seeds. It's pretty ridiculous right now. You know, just to plant stuff in the ground, and at the end of the day, your profit. You know, we were hoping to expand. That's the goal of this farm, is just to keep getting more land. You know, doing what we have to do to buy more land. But when you factor in, you know, your running cost, you're paying operators, you know, you're paying for this, you're paying all this stuff. It comes down to it. When you own a lot of land, there's a lot of headache too. But the only way you can grow seems like just buying more land. But when you buy that land, you're paying $5,000 an acre. So I'm curious to see what the numbers will be on our total crop profit here when we start selling, and I'll keep all that tallied, so I'll know on all the corn how much we harvested and then how much we got. I'm gonna do the same thing with soybeans. I'm gonna see, you know, how many bushels we got, and I'm gonna go with you know, at the end price of corn and see what we got. So but you know, we're also running 2 combines, which thank God we are, because I don't know if we do it with one. And this is a perfect example. Is this time right now is that we're already end of November, and this is the first day that we're putting in any work into the fields. And a lot of times late October, you know, beginning of November, I can get in and I'm able to get tillage done behind a lot of the stuff, or in hydrocin at least. Because basically I gotta have somebody else, or if not me, somebody will gonna have to run the combine when they're doing corn in that 300 acre field, and we're gonna have probably an hydrous run shortly behind it, to be honest. That's how it's gonna have to work this year, I think. And then even then, it might, if it would get a hard freeze, you know, we're basically done for. So, and we love putting in hydrous in the fall. That's the best time to do it, this time of year. We don't ever do it usually in the spring. So we'll see what happens, but beautiful afternoon though. See the top of our grain bins over there, some other farms in the distance. Just beautiful though. So right now we have about 595 bushels of corn in our hopper here, and we're about to be full. So I am going to unload that, and that'll fill the one wagon and some of the other. So by the time I empty out, because I'm going to go on the road empty, which unfortunately I have to do that. So that's going to be the downfall, because combines, they don't fit well in these rows, I can tell you that right now. Unless I took the way through the farm, but they're just adding extra time, especially when we got to end up going on the road anyway to get to the other fields. So I'm going to unload, because we're just going to take care of it now. Right, let's see what we get out of this. We're going to get through this and go through that. Fill that right up. Okay, we're full there. And let's see if we can get this full off the rest of this field here. Alright, we got another 200 bushel. And we'll put the rest of that in our gravity wagons, load up, and then we're going to head on the road and help out in the bottom out there with the last bit of soybeans that we have. So the plan is to finish beans up tonight, and then right away tomorrow we're switching into corn. I mean, that's how quick we're going to go with this. That all depends how late, you know, we get done tonight. All right, there we be. So we got some help in both combines right now. I am going to be basically the run around here. I'm going to run grain back to the farm, load the semis. We have the Case Quad-Track, the 715 over there. We're going to be running that as well, running between both combines. The other guy just started in the top field, and then we got one working the lower bottom right now, which he's about full. So I have just enough time to get to the farm, unload this, and grab the Can-Am and head out there. This tractor we'll just leave at the farm. We don't need the gravity wagons out there. Yeah, we're turn off. There we go. We don't need that backlight on. So we have 1,297 bushel in the back of these here, so pretty good for these two smaller fields. I mean, it was a total of probably 10 acres, I think, or 10 or 12, something like that. So, but yeah, we're pushing in the afternoon now. We're just after 5 o'clock, so getting dark pretty early. And this will be the first grain in our bins here. Alright, here we go. We'll unload the first one here. We'll get that. Okay. Alright, we're going to unload this into one of the semis here. We have a full trailer here. Combine is waiting for us right now. And he's just pretty much over half done on this field here. He's got this other piece, corner piece, and then he's got the other side of the field. Sorry, bud, we cannot get you right now. Well, the semis are sitting just across over there. I got both of them over here. I figured we'd be filling both of them, so. And obviously we have the new case here. The only thing I can't get to work is our monitor here, our tablet that I use for the trailer, the weight and stuff like that. I just can't get to connect that to the trailer, so we're just gonna base our weight off our grain bins. And I don't know what he's got going on here. So we'll see if we get this unloaded. Both tarps should be off. There we go. And that filled that pretty fast. Wow. That unload speed is crazy. We're running 1600 RPMs. Wow. That's full already. That's like so unrealistic. Oh, that thing's makes things pretty sweet. So I'm gonna unload actually that first truck there, but first I'm gonna empty the combine out so he can keep moving. I'm gonna have to eventually move this stuff anyway because he's swinging wide enough out where it's gonna be an issue with him coming over here. So we'll have to do the old equipment shuffle. In a minute. Yeah, and that little ditch there can get a little iffy at times, especially with this bigger equipment. And you notice there was some straw there. But let's get him unloaded. Alright, we are back over here. I'm in the truck here. In this truck I am going to unload, and we're going to just fill this again. That's the plan. So we'll take this back. So the only downfall with this here is we do have to come out to the highway here. That's the unfortunate part. We don't have it connecting over there yet. We better wait. And we're gonna go first person for this. A little bit in the ditch here. Trying not to jackknife it. Okay. And then we'll have to turn here again real soon. And cut over. Whoops. What did I hit? Not quite sure. Hit something. Then we'll have another turn here. If we can make this. Oops, that could have been bad. There we go. Yeah, stuff just ain't made for these long semis. The other road by up front there probably would have been a lot better to take. And I might just do that with the other loads, but it just saves us a little time going this way. Now we're pretty much in the clear. Alright, I'm going to get this unloaded, and then we'll get back up there.